as you can tell, I've been pretty impatient for the wood drying. Stuff hasn't been dried at all. It's still like 18%, but I've been using this stuff, making bird houses, carts, greenhouses, just whatever. And then I got these two big piles, the 1x6s, that's gonna go in the caddy shack for the walls and the ceiling, which then I'm gonna basically shiplap them with the table saw, maybe plane one side, maybe joint, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But I got this during winter time, so I had to like manually put this all inside a warm place, paint them, and then take them all back out. Don't worry, it was a huge pain, very huge pain. And I can't remember if I put one or two coats. I'm thinking I only put one coat on. But anyways, I wasn't gonna do it 2 times. It's a lot of labor for sure in lumber. So we're gonna definitely find out whether or not it's worth painting the ends. And we're also gonna find out whether or not it's gonna be worth having weight on top, because I don't have weights on top. And the theory is that the stuff on top, because there's not weight on there, they should be more bent and twisted and crooked and all that kind of stuff, crowned, than the ones on the bottom, because the ones on the bottom have all the weight of the ones on top. So the ones on the bottom have the most weight on them. So we'll see if the weight from the lumber above it keeps it more straight and, you know, more perfect, so to speak. And we'll find out if the ones on the top that don't have really any weight on them, see what they do when they get to dry out. But now that it's warmer weather, these boards should definitely dry out a little bit faster now that we're done with the, for the most part, freezing weather. But I'll show you some of the ends here that we got going on. Now you can tell that one cracked anyways on the end. That one cracked on the end anyways. And then that one doesn't have any paint and it didn't crack. That one doesn't have any paint and it didn't really crack. It's starting to, but not much. And then I mean, for the most part, they all look pretty good right now, but as I said earlier, a lot of stuff is still like 18-20% in the center from the boards that I've been cutting. I mean, they're wet in the center. And this is hard maple. And you can tell, I'm not sure if there's really a way to stop it from cracking. I mean, the paint definitely seemed like it helps, but I mean, depending on the grain, I don't think there's really a way to stop it. I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe putting 2 coats on. That's the only thing I haven't done, is putting 2 coats on. I mean, like I said, I mean, you can tell it does a little bit. It does help. But is it worth it? I think that's the question. Is it worth painting? Is it worth painting the ends? Because even if you do paint them, you are going to get cracks anyways. Now this is hard maple, so this is much more prone to cracking than the pine. I mean, look at that one. Look at that sucker. So, like I said, the only thing I can think of is maybe painting them twice. Letting them completely dry and then paint them again. Unless you continue to paint them, like, as they're drying. He wants to do that. But that's an updated lumber pile for drying lumber.